But we begin with that big rig chase, Air 11 live, showing us law enforcement surrounding the 18-wheeler on the East Freeway.
It has been a scene we've been watching for hours now. Both sides of the freeway have been shut for at least 3 hours. Our Jalissa Garza joins us live from the feeder road with this developing scenario right now. And Jalissa, what is happening behind you? What have you learned?
As you can imagine, this has been such a busy situation for the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Still a very active scene. We want to go ahead and give you a quick look. You can see it's still pretty active. We want to go ahead and also take Air 11 to give you a close look at what exactly is happening in this moment. We've learned that they've already got the driver. Now, we do want to talk a little bit about what happened, what led up to this, as you guys take a look at that live video we're giving to you right now. So, according to Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, this all happened near Freeport at around 12:50, right before 1 o'clock. They say an 18-wheeler, the one that you're looking at right now, was stalled. And so, of course, Harris County Sheriffs turned on their lights to investigate. They said they weren't sure if it was a medical emergency or what was going on. It was until that 18-wheeler continued moving and started doing what they say evasive maneuvers, swerving automatically. Deputies were concerned for the safety of people on the road. And finally, just past Sheldon, which is where we're at right now, the 18-wheeler finally came to a stop on the main lanes. Deputies having to use spikes, and the driver still continued. Now, we did talk to Ed Gonzalez moments ago, and he told us a little bit more about what was going on. Want to go ahead and take a listen to that.
We're concerned, of course, that he's an 18-wheeler. It's a powerful truck, obviously, and anything could happen. He is revving up the engine and has been doing that for a while, so we don't know what's on his mind.
Now, as you can see, again, that live look, you can see deputies moving into that 18-wheeler. I mean, this has been going on for hours. Traffic backed up for miles as they've been trying to get the driver outside of the 18-wheeler. We did ask the sheriff, did this driver acknowledge when they tried to speak to him in both English and Spanish? Nothing. And so they tell us they've been trying to use different tactics to get this person to communicate with them, to get this person outside of that 18-wheeler. Now, we're told they did try to make contact with those who own the 18-wheeler itself. Still no word on that. Still no word on the driver's condition or anything like that. As you can imagine, as what you're seeing, we're learning too at the same time, trying to keep you updated on air and online. Of course, we're going to have some more information, hopefully updated information later on in the show and throughout the evening. So just be sure to stay with KHOU on air and online. For now, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, Jalissa, it was quite a scene, and it lasted, like you said, around 3 hours. They used the police dogs we saw. It looks like they used a drone at one point to figure out what was going on in that front seat there. They used the battering ram. They even had robots out there.
Yeah, that's right, Ron. I mean, Ed Gonzalez tells us they had to use different types of tactics and equipment to try to get to the driver. And as we see now, they finally have got to the driver, but we're still waiting for any additional information.
Yeah, Jalissa, we see there the person who they got out of the 18-wheelers being transported there. So likely more information will come as we know more about his condition and what may have transpired there. Any word yet, though, on when those roads might open back up? Did Sheriff Ed Gonzalez give any indication of that? We know a lot of people are traveling home from the holiday.
Yeah, absolutely. He says some good news. There's a little bit less traffic of people on the road during the holiday time, but this has been backed up for hours. If you're heading this way, if you can take any exit before Sheldon, that's what the sheriff has advised, and finding just any alternate route. They've got deputies around the area trying to navigate that traffic, so really just going to need a lot of patience, and if you can find an alternate back road that go ahead and take that. They're working traffic as best they can. We still don't know when East Freeway will open back up, but as soon as we do, we'll be sure to provide that information on air and online.
All right, Jalissa Garza reporting for us live from that scene there. That's been quite productive for the last 30 minutes especially. Let's see how